Hey, what's going on, guys? How's everybody doing today? I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Body beat down here on this Friday morning. Thought I'd do a little extra walk. Got home from my morning bus route, spun on my bike 30 minutes. Went and made me a big old breakfast. Go check out my community post page. You'll see what I had. Big old protein packed breakfast, and took my last bite and said, let's go for a quick walk. Why not? So, once again, we are supposed to have rain today and tomorrow now, instead of Thursday and Friday. Supposedly now it's Friday and Saturday, so we'll see. So that's just another thing that I've spoken on before, is if you do stuff outdoors, get it done while you can. So, might as well get a walk in. So yesterday was my more cardio day. Had a really good tire workout in the morning, and also did some jump rope. And then later in the late afternoon, I did just some light Tae Bo. You can go check out all them videos. I got a lot of videos. You can go check them all out if you want. There's a guarantee it will keep you busy for the next year. Guarantee. I like the way that house looks. I like the gray color and the white. I like that. It's just got a nice clean look to it. I like clean lines. That one there's kind of a smaller version. Clean lines. I like that. So, as usual, a lot of people out there putting out some good content. I'm subscribed to a lot of good channels, and I appreciate all the content y'all put out. It inspires me to do things. Sometimes I see you do some things, and I might try some things. And not only that, I see you pushing, doing like heavy weights and different things, and I gotta respect that. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff, guys. We are the minority. We are a small group of people, regardless of how many it seems there are. We're a very small group of people that do these things. And yes, I'm breathing a little bit harder because I got about 3 pounds of food in me. A good breakfast. Good news is I'll work a little bit of that through the system doing this. Then I can go home and take me a little nap. A little Friday morning nap. Again, I'm surprised that the utility company has not cut those limbs, so that wire is not going through there. I say that all the time. It's just kind of weird. Weird, if you will. Weird. Well, guys, The school year is winding down. I'm so happy. So today is leg day. I'm going to be doing some squats. I don't know what my mission, what my goal is now with squats. I don't know if I want to stop worrying about going super heavy on those. Super heavy for me. I don't know if I'm ready to cut back on those now or not. I did get my 455. I don't really see any reason to go any higher. Really, technically. But again, you never say never. But, you know, I am feeling that way with my main lifts. Like, I'm good. And we just go to working out instead of, like, trying to worry about getting more heavy PRs. Definitely done with the deadlift PR. For sure, 100% now. I got 515 just a few weeks back. That's all my body wants to do. And I'm good with that. I think I'm done even worrying about trying to get to 500. You know, I've talked about this before with my deadlifts. But I also said, you know, never say never. But I'm just getting to that point where, you know, even if I top out at 405, that's a 405 deadlift. That's not lightweight. My bench press is taking a back seat. Everybody knows that, so it's kind of out of the picture because of my shoulder. So my squats, you know, kind of in the same ballpark there. I'm kind of thinking, well, do I really need to go any heavier? Does it really matter? I got my 455. I don't really see any reason to try to get to 500. Now keep in mind, a regular squat, conventional squat, is different than a bench squat, box squat, a pin squat, whatever. They're all a little bit different. So even if I give up, even if I not give up, but even if I guess, quote unquote, retire from worrying about going too heavy with my conventional, I can still maybe work on a bench / box squat, something like that, you know, because it's two totally different movements. Well, not totally different, but it, you know, one really makes you use your entire leg and your everything, your glutes, everything. I mean, you have to move the weight from the top to the bottom and back fully, and that's your conventional squat. The other one, you kind of get that pop off the bench or the box or whatever, and you kind of get to start it, and it's just a different move, different stuff. Whew. So anyway, well guys, this is my 11th year driving a school bus, and it has been it's stressful. I've talked about it before, but we'll talk about it again. You got some drivers out there that don't go by the book at all. And you got some drivers out there that kind of go by some of the book. Then you got guys out there, drivers, that want to go by the book. Like that vehicle coming up behind me. So I think the more that you go by the book, the more stressful it is. Just getting kids to do the basic things, turn around, sit down, stay at the aisle, it's virtually impossible. So I'm wondering, do I need to just start going by some of the book? Or should parents and schools, should the system step up and actually hold kids accountable? Paddlings. Gee, when's the last time that's happened? On a regular basis. Not just at school, but at home. How many kids today get paddlings? It's not the complete answer to the problem, but it sure helps. Sure helps. So, I'm starting to wonder, I've been thinking about that for a while, maybe I should just stop going by the book and letting my boss know, letting the schools know, letting the kids know, hey, do, whatever. I don't know. Now, I'm not a hard as nails, whatever. I'm not tough as nails, whatever you want to call it. There's other words you can say. Bus driver. I try to talk to the kids and I'll cut up a little bit and, mess around a little bit, just a little bit. I don't want to overdo things because, you don't want to lose some sort of authority that you might have and them just look at you as a buddy. But, I try to connect with them sometimes and let them know I'm there for them, love them all, and hope they all do good in school and much better after school. Tree. It's a tricky business, guys. Trying to get some authority. And a lot of it starts at home. Believe me, there's kids every day that I see that you can tell they have nothing, keeping them in line at home because their parents are acting fools, and so their parents think it's okay for the kids to act fools. When you got kindergartners doing weird sexual gestures and things, and you got them cussing and flipping people off and everything else, and they're starting that young, that's pretty bad. And there's no parenting. Everything's funny now. Everything's acceptable, cute, funny. Parents are just letting their kids stay online, do whatever they want to do online. You do know what you can find online. Everything. Letting them watch TV shows that they shouldn't be watching. And it's all fun. It's all fun and games. And that's because they're not the ones having to deal with it. Because they're just as immature as the kids. So it's us out here that are having to raise them and deal with it. Why are you barking at me, doggy? What? What is it? What? What's the matter? Huh? What is it? What's the matter? Huh? What? What is it? Huh? I gotta go. Whew. Another thing that I want to talk about, it's going to touch some people in the wrong feels, but I don't care. You ever notice that there's a couple of groups of people out there that can always be made fun of, harassed, bullied, laughed at, and berated and just ran down? You ever notice that there's a couple of groups of people? One is white people. Everyone can make fun of us and talk down to us. Another one is homosexuals. That's the one group of people, and we won't touch on the white topic at this point. That's the one group of folks that get harassed and bullied the most. And we can look at trans people and say some things as well, but trans is a mental problem. They need professional mental evaluation and help, and I mean, that's a proven fact. It's just, that's a fact. Do I have science to back it up? No, I have a brain. Not a good brain, but I got a brain. But that gets me back on the homosexual topic. And if you ever notice videos, TV shows, movies, videos like on social media, the comment sections, news headlines that might be talking about maybe Pride Day or Pride Month or something, go in there and look at the comments. Go look at the comments, guys. It's horrible. And there's no wonder that they feel alienated and hated. Do you know that homosexuals are actually homosexuals, real homosexuals, not the ones that pretend just to fit in a group? They're a real thing. That's real. And we can even find stuff like that in nature. I've seen same-sex animals trying to get it on with same-sex animals. We're animals. I have friends that I grew up with. They were born homosexuals. A brother and a sister, both born homosexuals. And then you have that's where it gets a little tricky here. I mean, no disrespect, but here we go. Then you have the Christians popping in there in the comments. And by Christian, I mean any branch of the religion that teaches and preaches out of the Bible, talks of Jesus. So we'll just say every single branch. And Christianity is pretty much the largest religion in the world. So you see people commenting in there in the comment sections. Number one, always making fun of homosexuals, bullying them, talking down to them, telling them how much of a sinner they are. By the way, I'm atheist / agnostic. And you ask me why I dislike that religion so much, and any religion that does that practices that way of thinking. Well, it's stuff like that. And what's funny is I can go in there and I can name off a dozen things. Have you got tattoos? Have you got piercings? Are you coloring your hair, altering your body? Fake boobs, fake butts, fake eyelashes, fake nails? Do you drink any sort of alcohol? Have you smoked any sort of weed, dope? Do you smoke cigarettes? Do you pop pills? Do you shoot up anything? Do you snort anything? Have you been in multiple sexual relationships before marriage? Have you had kids out of marriage? And the list goes on and on. Have you ever stolen anything? Have you ever went over the speed limit? Have you ever done anything morally that we know is morally wrong? And the answer is yes, every one of them. I bet you I'm the only one right now that can say I've been with one person my whole life. Bet you, anyone who comments here. And it's nothing that I'm proud of, and I'm not a Christian, like I said. It's just, I wasn't ready. And then I was ready, and here we are. I've been married 32 years. Can't say the same for my partner. But that's another story. So, there's some pretty bad, mean, hateful, disgusting people out there. And there's no wonder that homosexuals kill themselves, kill others, feel lonely, miserable, depressed, have anxiety, shut themselves up in their homes, socially awkward. It's no wonder, guys. And I'm at full belief. Again, I have no proof. But I do believe religions such as Christianity started the whole thing. I'm sure at one time, caveman days, nobody was going, oog, homo, oog. Probably not. Probably wasn't even cared about. Nobody cared. I'm just guessing. And then somebody writes some little books and puts little rules in there. And then they themselves break the rules. Every one of them. That's okay. You get to go and pray about it every night. And ask for forgiveness and start all over, right? Convenient. Pretty convenient. So this is my rant. That's my rant. That's my serious rant. Everything else has been lighthearted and fun. Stop being mean to people. Stop judging people that are a little bit different than you. And for the trans community, get help. Because 99.99999% of you are confused and lonely, miserable, and depressed. And you don't know what you're doing. So, these are all my opinions. Simple as that. Guys, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff to the Body Beat Down. Get up, get out, get rad, do it to it. And we'll see you next time on the Body Beat Down.
Get up, get out, get rad, and do it to it.